Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, The King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good, not many people talk about them, they're usually on the radar. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have update for you, and this is update 4, Rue Broca, and this in particular is called Pride Intense. It's eau de Perfume, is 100 ml. Rue Broca is another branch or subsidiary of the House of Afnan from the Middle East, from United Arab Emirates, and lately they've been making very good fragrances, and I was very impressed. I bought one fragrance, the original one, the Pride, and that was superbly good, so I had to get the intense version, and I am very happy to say this one is a beast mode. Yes, it's a beast mode alert. This is 12 hours plus, super strong, very dense. This is the thing about Middle Eastern brands. You see, people say, why you always talk about Middle Eastern brands? This is the reason. Under £20 and you're getting 12 hours plus of longevity. That is unheard of in any European or any big brands. If you want to get such a amazing performance with the European brands, you have to go over £100, and most of them, they don't even give you that performance anyway. So that's why Middle Eastern brands are doing a fantastic job, because they are putting out fragrances that usually perform very well. They smell good, their quality is very good, especially the ratio for what you pay and what you get is super high. And I'm happy to say in this case is very high as well. So this one, as I said, 12 hours plus on my skin. In terms of projection, it is projecting very heavy for the first 4 to 5 hours. Yes, it's a house filler, it's a room filler, it's massive. I put 5 and that was ample enough, 5 sprays, and it was filling the house, filling the room, and my wife could smell it all day. By the way, she liked it as well. So this one is very close to Paco Rabanne Black Excess, which is discontinued many years ago. It's quite hard to find, and even when you find it, it's very pricey. So if you are a fan of Black Excess by Paco Rabanne, this is a very good alternative and a very cheap alternative for it. So who is it for? This is universal in terms of age. Any age can wear it. In terms of sex, it leans a little bit on the masculine side, but if you like this kind of fragrances, then you can wear it as well if you're a lady. In terms of application, this is again very universal, but best application for this is going out and clubbing, because it's so heavy projector, it's a massive projector, it's a very long lasting, and it's very sweet. So that makes it a very ideal fragrance for going out, for clubbing, for outdoors and things like that. The best application for it in terms of season, again, is a cooler weather, better suited, but it's one of those fragrances that you can rock it even in summer because it's got freshness to it. And in summer you have to go less with the trigger, in winter you have to go a little bit more. In terms of smell itself, is very sweet. So from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 9, so very sweet. So you need to have a sweet tooth. I love it because I love sweet fragrances, and this one opens up super fruity. I can smell something like a pineapple in the beginning. The note breakdown is very minimal, and it doesn't mention many of the things I'm smelling in here. For example, it says there's a lavender. Yes, there's a big lavender. It's very basically this fragrance is centered around lavender. So lavender is the centerpiece here, but it's much more complicated than just lavender. It's very fruity in the beginning, especially I can smell pineapple, I can smell apple, I can smell berries. It's quite on the dark in terms of the fruitiness here. Maybe even there's a little bit of plum in here. So it is very fruity, very juicy, very inviting in the beginning. I don't detect that much citruses. Maybe there's a bergamot to just lift it a little bit up in the beginning as well, but not much. So the lavender and the geranium are the biggest player here in the mid, and the lavender and geranium together making it very aromatic, very floral, and it balances everything out together with other players like patchouli. So it's a big patchouli in here. Yes, the patchouli here is a little bit earthy, a little bit smoky, a little bit on the green side as well. And also there's a moss in here again, giving it greenness as well, especially from mid to the end. It's very, very green, this fragrance. And the sandalwood's overall giving it a smoothness. There's some smoky component to it, especially from mid to the end. You get a smoky aspect. I'm not sure where does that come from because there's no incense in here, but it might be the combination of the notes or the accords, especially amber. There's a big amber in here as well, making it a little bit on the smoky and a little bit on the powdery side as well. And the musk is always there from the beginning to end. You feel that musk, and the musk here is very clean and giving it that clean, musky and almost fresh feel to it from beginning to end. So it's very, very little bit on the complex side, because in the beginning when you smell it, okay, this is very fresh, it's very aromatic, it's very fruity, but then slowly will darken up from mid to the end. It will get darker and darker and get a little bit smokier, get a little bit powdery, and also the musk, it gets a little bit stronger in here, makes it even more fresh. So it's a bit on the complex, and it's a bit from time to time you can smell things which is for this price is amazing for under £20. So the note breakdowns are apple, lavender, geranium on top, in the sandalwood, amber and patchouli in the mid, and you get cedar, moss and musk in the base. But as I said, I can smell so many other things like the fruits, like berries, like pineapple in the beginning. In the mid I can smell although it's very, very quite floral and also quite aromatic, but I can smell other things that making it like more depth to it, like a woody aspect, which is cedar and sandalwood are in here, but it's a little bit more than that. Okay, so overall it's quite a complex fragrance. It's quite for money again under £20. It's fantastically good. It performs fantastic. The presentation is very good, especially for the money. And the smell itself, you need to like sweet, aromatic, fruity, woody, and a little bit of earthy, little bit of smokiness to it as well. So here it describes it as woody. Yes, I agree that woody, aromatic, powdery, spicy. Yes, there are spices in here, which again is not mentioned in the note breakdown. I get something like a clove, and also maybe not that much clove, but definitely nutmeg in here is very, very strong, and also cinnamon. And also there's a sweetness from beginning to end, which is like a vanilla, which is not mentioned in here as well, but it's very, very sweet. So around 9 is very, very sweet. Okay, musky, mossy, earthy and fruity. Yes, all these things are correct. So overall, highly recommend it, but you need to like this kind of fragrances. If you like black Paco Rabanne Black Excess, you will love this, especially for a price. This is a bargain. If you don't like Black Excess, you won't like this, because this is very, very sweet. And overall, I absolutely enjoyed it. There's a small caveat to this. Some people might be put off with it, but that is, it smells a little bit on the synthetic side. What I mean by synthetic is not chemical. It doesn't smell chemical, it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell a mess, it doesn't smell harsh, no, none of those. But it smells chemical, that smells synthetic, in terms of that you feel that there is some plasticky aspect to it. Okay, from the beginning to the end, it's like a plasticky, it's like a rubber feel to it, it's like a little bit of burnt rubber to it as well. So Again, there's a feel of leather in here as well. I'm not sure there's a leather accord in here. According to note breakdown, there is none, but I can feel something leathery, something rubbery, something plasticky as well. So that plasticky, rubbery, leathery note could be a little bit on the too much side, and some people might not like it because of that. That's the only shall we say, maybe a negative for some people. For me, that was fine because I like this kind of fragrances. I like that tarry, plasticky, rubbery, leathery feel. I like that. So for me, that was fantastic. So that is the only bit that might put some people off because of that rubbery, plasticky, leathery, and also the tarry note in here. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you know it, if you have it, if you tried it, let other people know your experience. That would be fantastic. If you want to support me by clicking those buttons, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. If you want to support me by buying one of my own fragrances, they are out of this world. They are super unique, ultra beast mode. They are very artistic, but you need to live in our kingdom in order to order them. I'll leave the links in the description as well. As always, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.